Hello, my name is Rosario Quiroga, and I am a student graduate from Grand Canyon University, and I am pleased to announce that my forthcoming cyber threats and attack vector presentation, I will be aiming to provide insights into the identification of potential threat actors that organizations may encounter in the future. This is a continuation of the C presentation of topic 4. So to start out, we cannot ignore the severity of the situation. The cyber attackers are currently stealing valuable data from patients, threatening financial losses, legal troubles, and irreplaceable damage to our reputation. We must act quickly to protect our patients and prevent any further harm. We first need to understand the difference between a threat and a vulnerability. A threat is something that has potential to cause harm or damage to a system or organization, in this case to our hospital. A vulnerability is a weakness or flaw in the system that can be exploited by a threat. So these are the two differences, and we're going to be focusing on these threats that we are encountering in our organization. So let's start by threat actors. We have different threat actors that use different attacks. We're going to start with the APTs, are highly proficient and dangerous groups that employ sophisticated cyber attack techniques. They are capable of conducting complex attacks over a prolonged period with the aim to achieve their objectives. Our next actor is their cyber terrorism. They pose a serious threat by deliberately targeting various systems to disrupt or destroy critical services and infrastructures of a specific nation, sector, organization. It is crucial that we take necessary steps to protect ourselves from such attacks. We have our script kiddies. Their limited knowledge and skills don't stop them from launching exploits without gathering sufficient information. The cyber criminals can launch complex and sophisticated cyber attacks with the help of illegal online markets. The hacktivists, these are groups or individuals that engage in cyber threats with the ideological motives, are called hacktivists. They are usually less sophisticated than organized criminal. Our next one, we have industrial espionage. This is unacceptable act of illegal, unethical theft of trade secrets committed by a competitor with a sole intention of advancing their own interest. These insider threats are in our organization. An insider threat exists when an authorized individual exploits their access or knowledge of organization to cause us harm. We're going to be prioritizing these actors. We're going to start with the cyber criminals, insider threats, and the industrial espionage. These are our top concerns. Insider threats, as we had mentioned, these are people inside with authorized information that are misusing their knowledge of the organization and cause harm. These cyber criminals are a type of crime that uses computers, groups connected to under one network for the purpose of causing harm. And our last one, these are illegal, unethical thefts of business trade secrets by a competitor to achieve competitive advantage. We're going to start with cyber criminals. These criminals do two different types of attacks. Phishing attack. A phishing attack is done by these threat actors that might send deceptive emails or messages pretending to be from our source, our hospital. It is sent to our department or trusted organization. They tricked our employees into revealing sensitive information like login credentials or installing malicious software. The next attack is a ransomware attack. This is more serious attack. They are infiltrating hospitals, networks, encrypting emails, files, and they are in demand. A ransom is in exchange for restoring files and preventing further damage. This can disrupt hospitals' operation, compromise data, and potential information about our patients. We have the insider threats. We need to take an extra note on this one because these are people from our organization. And insider threat is a serious concern in the healthcare and public sector. This refers to scenarios where an individual with authorized access to our organization data and asset misuses the access and results in harm to our hospitals. This insider could be an employee or a contractor who has access to sensitive information and critical systems. They could use this information to steal data, commit fraud, cause damage to our reputation. It is very important for the organizations to implement strong measures to prevent this from happening. We have different types of bad actors, and we're going to start with some of them explaining how they attacked our organization. So these are some of the cyber threat actors. The degree of the attack complexity, it is what distinguishes them from the novice script kiddies to the most dangerous one, which is the nation state actors. We're going to start with the black hat hackers. One way that they can infiltrate a system is data breach. This means that they may attempt to breach the security of the system in our network to gain unauthorized access to sensitive information. They can steal personal information, financial records, property, intellectual property, which can lead to identity theft, financial loss, and of course, reputational damage. The script kiddies, they may use brute force attacks. This is something that they use to automate tools that systematically try different combinations of usernames, passwords to gain unauthorized access to our systems or our accounts. This method relies on the assumption that weak or easily guessable passwords are in use. The hacktivists, they can use website defacement. These activists may deface websites by modifying their content or replacing it with their own message. This is done to raise awareness about their cause or protest against an organization or government. The next one is the organized crime hackers. They can use phishing attacks as mentioned, like the cyber criminals often use this technique to trick individuals in revealing sensitive information such as login credentials or credit card details. Our next actor is the insider. This is the one that we are focusing at the moment because we need to make sure that we don't have anyone from our organization acting as insider actors that may intentionally sabotage our systems or manipulate data within the organization. This can be involved anything from altering or deleting critical data, introducing malicious codes or malware to disrupt normal functionings of the system that cause any damage or financial loss. The cyber criminals, as we mentioned before, they can use different attacks. The ones that we're focusing as the phishing or ransomware attacks, as mentioned previously. And lastly, we have the nation state actors. They can use the APTs. Nation state actors might use the APTs to employ these, which are long-term sophisticated attacks that aimed at infiltrating and compromising target systems or networks. They can involve various techniques such as social engineering, zero-day exploits, and custom malware. We have different roles and advisory models that will allow us to understand the threats and vulnerability in cybersecurity. It's very important to understand it. One way to achieve this is by analyzing the different adversary models. Doing so helps us develop effective strategies to protect ourselves and other systems from potential attacks. It is like knowing our opponent's moves in a game so that we can better defend ourselves and protect our hospital. These are the two different models. One model focuses on the security of the key exchange protocols, and the next model focuses on the security of encryption schemes, including both symmetric and asymmetric encryptions. We need to understand that there is a big need to identify the insider threats. 14% of the insider threats are performed by malicious insiders. 61% of these insider threats are negligence, and 25% of these insider threats were credentials negligence. So we need to be very aware that we protect our data from our hospitals and organization. These are references if you need further information, and these are additional references. Thank you.